Catherine and Austin McBroom of the Ace family have announced that they are headed for divorce.
So when it comes to marriage, you probably will think of
Catherine and Austin McBroom of the Ace family have declared that they are set out towards separate, so, with regards to marriage, you presumably will ponder getting a separation, or being separated from everyone else on various occasions, consistently on different occasions. They definitely eye in a real sense ponder leaving this individual. I realize I can years she family feeds have been apart on YouTube for a long time now. More often than not, their unpraised years due predominantly to the issue of Stein. They have seen themselves in various measure of debates, and it seems Catherine has at last had enough as yesterday she posted her Instagram as I start this new year. I challenge myself in manners that I have never finished before. 2024 will be my time of change, and with this occurring, one of the means in my process is the tough choice to leave my marriage. We have commonly consented to a separation and will part genially our ways as a team have moved and has made difficulties that are hopeless. This choice accompanies an extremely weighty heart, however disastrous as this may be. I additionally feel freed. I have gone through the beyond couple of years focusing on my youngsters and respecting my obligation to my family. Meanwhile, I am by all accounts losing myself and my very own joy. Our principal need will be to remain joined as guardians and to keep establishing a stable, blissful, and cherishing climate for our youngsters. Thank you to every one of my allies for giving me a place of refuge. To utilize my voice and offer our adoration, I love you all so much, and I'm past appreciative for all the help we've gotten from you all through such an extremely long time as a team. And Austin, you're my dearest companion, and that won't ever change. Now many fans have seen this approaching throughout recent years, and trust, it's because of their gigantic dunk in prevalence throughout the course of recent years. As a couple of years prior, they were quite possibly of the greatest maker on the stage, ling a huge number of perspectives on video. So then, at point quick forward a couple of years after the fact, 2 or 300 the zero per video back in 20121, it was purportedly clarified that the Ace family needed to dispossession their $10 million house. For those of you that may not understand what that implies, it's the activity of claiming a home loan property when the mortgager neglects to keep up their home loan installments. Ensure you buy into the feed and turn on the post note ice ringer. This way you won't ever pass up any future big name recordings like these. Since the fresh insight about the pair is separate being settled, it seems like most of individuals are glad for Catherine, with numerous viral TikToks being posted about it. Catherine McBroom, otherwise called Austin McBroom's better half, reported a separation today from Austin McBroom. Currently, don't botch me. I've generally observed this man to be really cliche. He's similar to the old person at work that simply discusses in his old school days. Yet never in 100 years would I praise the separation of two individuals that I don't know, on the grounds that toward the day's end, these are two individuals that we don't know by, and kids are impacted by this, since co-guardians in on a meteor ground level individuals should be extremely hard for some time. They have been quiet and haven't posted on the Ace family channel for north of 7 months, so it's unmistakable they were undoubtedly dealing with the separation and getting it settled so they could continue on from their lives, as it would have been really abnormal to proceed with the channel while they're anticipating getting a separation like we momentarily referenced. It appears to be the whole web is cheerful the pair are separating, and that Catherine can at long last zero in on herself and getting a renewed person, as throughout recent years, how much asserted bamboozling embarrassments that came out encompassing Austin McBroom was crazy and no big surprise she would ultimately need to put her joy first. I couldn't ever have figured she would leave, can hardly stand by till her and Sheila emerge with an enduring the momcoms. Austin pudding. He chose to close the book on their marriage. Like, kid, we realize she left you, don't play so, essentially caused her to have a lot of children. They grew up and presently don't have nobody to record giggling emoticon. And Austin likewise put out an announcement in regards to their separation to his Instagram. Ere he expressed, for this new year, I'll be going out on a limb. I've pursued the hardest choice of my life, the choice to close the book to my marriage. We have commonly consented to separate, yet well stay a group. With regards to our children, we made quite possibly of the best story right around 10 years together, such countless recollections, such countless achievements, yet every book reaches end. And presently we will compose another book. As discreet writers, we both comprehend that hanging on is Accepting that there's just a past and giving up is knowing that there's a future and we both are supporting each other's future. This progress is difficult, yet we both are creating it as simple. It tends to be for our family we will keep on being the best guardians to our children. Detachments are troublesome and most times chaotic, yet you will perceive the way we push through these troublesome times as a unit and continue to impact with adoration and energy. So 2024 will be extraordinary for me. Will be devoted to myself, my children, my well-being, my body, my brain, my soul, and God. Thank you to every individual who has upheld us through our excursion and who will keep on supporting us pushing ahead. We will require considerably a greater amount of your adoration and strength during this time. Asking emoticon white heart emoticon before we go any further into the video. What are your folks' contemplations on this whole circumstance? Did you see something like this event among Catherine and Austin? And do you believe this is a direct result of his past activities at last getting up to speed to him? Remarked down underneath concerning every one of the tricking charges that Austin McBroom would rest around and message arbitrary young ladies while still with Catherine close to a year prior. A viral TikTok got let out of talk. That discussion where the host proceeds to say how Austin included her Snapchat and needed to meet her face to face while still with Catherine at the time get dropped and wall ruin me. You can't get dropped. Their inquiry was assuming we did anything with anyone popular, and you said you brought the Ace family. What you discussing? It's a turnover like sliding your DMs. He sell more like Snap, no doubt, like he includes me, Snapchat, and I'm as he does that I was so miserable. Stand by. So what did he say? Go to the hookah thing with them, and I was very much like this is him, like genuine still has a spouse. This resembled most likely right around a year prior or not exactly. That thus he now obviously he could, without much of a stretch, be talking for consideration. Yet this is how things have been is whenever we've first known about Austin sliding in somebody's DMS while Catherine is at home with his children. It's occurred on various events and is the motivation behind why many accept Catherine has come to her evaluation and chose to zero in on herself as opposed to focusing on being a fair wife like the times past. This has all the earmarks of being the best game plan given the various claims they've had, and the disloyalty reports that are flowing right now. It likewise, as of late, came out that Austin McBroom is running an organization, or would it be advisable for me? I express an off organization, and on the off chance that you understand what that is all. There is too, it's unmistakable the reasons he wants to make it happen, and was found deeming heaps of young lady powerhouses expressing not terrible for the arbitrary DM. Are you endorsed to an office and this? Forced to be reckoned with. Laura Luck subtitled her tweet, "Didn't this person have his home for shut on LMO? I mean, the person doesn't precisely assist himself in circumstance with enjoying for what reason? Are you dimming young ladies haphazardly assuming that they're in an organization? Unquestionably. There's a more expert approach to connecting Laura then. At that point, shows further DMS with Austin, where he proceeds to discuss how he can assist with developing her Snapchat and all friendly medias. And that it's an exceptionally proficient group sounds somewhat dodgy in the event that you're asking me. He was additionally trapped in 4K, sending a similar kind of message to a force to be reckoned with called Jam Lin, which goes to show the man is frantic and searching for ability. Pronto got to pay those claims some way or another. In any case, this closes the present video. Make certain to buy into Portion Tube for future VIP recordings and turn on that post notice chime so you pass up no fee. Transfers up to that point. See you in the following one.